Hey guys, Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials, the YouTube channel for Medicare agents. I've got a good one for you guys today. I've been hearing a lot of chatter online about folks asking about Medicare supplements, how to sell Medicare supplements, and a lot of folks are just saying, oh, Medicare supplements are stupid. You need to go ahead and sell them a Medicare Advantage plan with a hospital indemnity plan. And it's the exact same thing. And guys, I am here to clear that air. That is absolutely not true. I've been selling Medicare supplements for, actually here in a few days will be 5 years where I've been selling Medicare Advantage for about 1.5 years now. Both are tremendous plans. Both are better than original Medicare in my opinion. But to hear that they are the exact same thing as a Medicare supplement, or to hear Medicare Advantage with the HIP is the exact same as a Medicare supplement, I've got to stop that today. And so that's what we're going to be going over today. I do apologize for the lower quality than normal. I am working from home, and so just bear with me on that. But the first thing I want to kind of go over is just a few of the pros and the cons of each, and kind of weigh in on my experience and my opinions on each one of them. And hopefully then you can realize that there is a vast difference between the two types of plans. And again, both with many pros as well as many cons. So because I've sold supplements the longest, I will start with that. And I did have a little cheat sheet here just because there are a lot of pros and are a lot of cons, and I want to make sure to get through every single one of them. So for a Medicare supplement, some of the pros that they have is that any doc that accepts original Medicare, A and B, has to accept that Medicare supplement. Most doctors don't care what supplement that you have, and so a lot of people, when you're talking about a supplement, will go, well, does my doctor accept Mutual of Omaha or Cigna or Aetna or whoever else out there? And the answer is yes. As long as your doctor accepts original Medicare, they will then accept any Medicare supplement. Another pro about them is they're standardized by the federal government. And so unlike MAPD, Medicare supplements have to be the same with their coordinating letters. So every F is an F, every G is a G, every N is an N. The only difference is what these insurance companies charge per month. So if you're running into somebody that has a G, loves their G, but is paying too much for it, you can let them know, rest assured, Mrs. Jones, that these are standardized. And so every G is a G, and all we're doing today is we're gonna get you that less expensive G and get you taken care of there, okay? And so that's excellent. That makes the job easy, especially if you're selling over the phone, selling Medicare supplements. Mrs. Jones, if you'll turn to page 71 in your Medicare new book, you'll take a peek there at the second paragraph. It says that all Medicare supplements are standardized. And so I'm not just telling you that comes straight from your Medicare book. And that obviously builds your credibility while selling. A couple other things, there's no prior authorization. As long as Medicare approves the charge, then your supplement's gonna pay for it. We don't have to sit there and wait for them to approve an MRI, to approve a CAT scan, to approve anything like that. The doctor knows that test or that lab or anything that they're doing will be covered, should be covered, and that means that the Medicare supplement will also be covered. So that's pretty neat. If somebody has cancer or anything big that requires a lot of testing, they don't have to sit around and wait for that. They can just go get it taken care of right then and there. So that's huge, guys. There's no networks. That's another big one. We don't have to see if doctor accepts Mutual of Omaha, because as long as they accept Medicare Advantage or original Medicare, and they don't have to worry about getting referrals to go see specialists, none of that. And so I have a lot of pros for Medicare supplements. I have a lot of respect for them because they've done my clients very, very well. Now, there are a few cons as well that I'm going to go over. First off, they cost money. Typically over $100, depending on the plan that you put them in. And not only do they cost money additional on top of the $148.50 that they withdraw from their Social Security before they receive it, but they have to pay for this out of their bank account. A lot of folks don't have a bank account, so if they receive their Social Security on a Direct Express MasterCard, it's going to be kind of difficult to find a carrier that'll take that. Going along with cost and price is that these Medicare supplements can and most likely will increase in price. I've run into folks that have held on to their Medicare supplements since 65, they're now 76, and they're now paying over $350 per month. And so they will go up. There is no need for that to happen unless somebody cannot health qualify. And so make sure that you are, when you're running into these folks, you explain to them, hey, they're standardized. And after about year 1 or even year 2, the prices are going to go up. It's not your carrier that's covering your tests and procedures and things like that. It's your plan. So as long as they understand that, it shouldn't be a tough sell. Another con is that these do not come with prescription drug coverage. And most of the prescription drug coverages, at least here in DFW, come with a large deductible, around $435. And that means that they have to pay that amount before their plan starts working. So a lot of folks that are on insulin, a lot of folks that are on some expensive heart medications, this can be tough for a lot of people, especially come January when that deductible is due. And so there's just a few cons. I'm sure there's plenty more out there, but I'm trying to keep this short because this will be going on Instagram as well. Let me hop on over onto Medicare Advantage for just a second. This, again, if you've been following us, is something that's fairly new to us. We've been about a year and a half in, and we were so targeted and focused on Medicare supplements that and really brainwashed that Medicare Advantage was so bad that we never even considered it. But the fact of the matter is, honestly, here in DFW, 8 to 9 out of 10 people we sat with have Medicare Advantage. We were walking away from that many people when in all actuality, they needed our help. And so, I'm glad and I'm ecstatic to be in the Medicare Advantage game. It's changed my life tremendously. And I do believe in it. But again, like Medicare supplements, there are some pros and there are some cons. So again, we'll start with the pros here. It's an all-in-one plan. It's your Part C, essentially, that combines A, B, C, and D, D being your prescription drugs. These plans, most of the time, do include a prescription drug plan in there. And a lot of times, that prescription drug plan inside that Medicare Advantage plan does not come with a deductible unless it's a higher-tiered drug. So that's pretty neat for a lot of folks that are on some expensive medications. Usually, these plans are what we call low to no premium. So instead of $100 for a Medicare supplement plus 20 to 30 for a prescription drug plan plus a deductible plus a deductible, all that other good stuff, a lot of these start out at $0. And so for somebody making $12 to really $2,000 a month from Social Security, that's huge. They already take out $148. We can't do another $148 or however much it is. So these do come at a lot lower premiums per month. A lot of these also include extra benefits: dental, vision, hearing, over-the-counter, transportation. These things are huge for seniors. A lot of folks that I run into don't have a car. A lot of folks need dental work. They need a new pair of glasses. They haven't had one in 8 years because they don't have $400 to go get some new glasses. So a lot of these plans do include some of those additional benefits that really do help out these folks. And then put that in a pro. That's not a pro, that's a con. And so really that's the gist of the pros here in Medicare Advantage. Now some of the cons that we have here is that these plans do have co-pays, they have deductibles, they have max out of pockets. Now in my year and a half of doing Medicare Advantage, I've only seen one person hit their max out of pocket. It was somebody with cancer. And so I don't think it happens all that often, but that max out of pocket, I guess is a pro, is it caps the amount that you can pay in a given calendar year. Another con is you have to have prior authorization for a lot of things, especially CAT scans, MRIs, pain medication, things like that. You've got to get some prior authorization for, which is just another hurdle. And it can get taken care of, but make sure you're painting this to the client that, hey, when we go on here, there's going to be a couple of speed bumps that I'm going to drive you over, but don't get caught up on any of them because we'll get through it together. Another one is, like I mentioned earlier, you have the prior authorization. It takes time to get approvals for certain tests, and so if you have cancer, and we're talking we got to get things done in a timely manner here. Some of these tests can take weeks to get approved, and obviously that's not the best way to handle something that's jeopardizing your life, and that can be frustrating as well. And another con is we have limited networks. We've got in and out of networks. If you have an HMO, you have to stay in networks. You also have to get a referral to go see these sort of specialists. On PPO, you don't necessarily have to go get a referral, and it's best to stay in network, but you do have that out of network capability. So if somebody were to have cancer or something like that, and could not afford a supplement or even get onto one, although a PPO has higher out-of-pocket costs, it eliminates some of those hurdles that you have to jump through at a again, detrimental time of your life. So adding on a HIP plan with the Medicare Advantage plan to cover some of your out-of-pocket costs, like inpatient, some cover outpatient, some throw a cancer policy on there, some cover ambulance, things like that. Guys, based on this list here, you can see that they're absolutely not the same. Stop saying they are. I don't agree with that. I hate hearing it. And every time I hear it, I'm going to call you out. It is absolutely false. On a supplement, you don't have to worry about networks. You don't have to worry about any sort of authorization. You don't have to worry about finding a doctor that accepts your plan. It's you pay for your monthly premium and you go get what you need taken care of, minus any sort of deductibles that you might have depending on your plan. Medicare Advantage, guys, again, an excellent tool, an excellent plan for a lot of people. Here in the DFW market, 8 to 9 out of 10. 80 to 90% of the folks we sit down with have Medicare Advantage. So it's obviously a good thing to have, and it's obviously there's a large market to have, for that. So all-in-one plan, some of those additional benefits, those things are good. Dental, vision, over-the-counter, especially if they have Medicare and Medicaid. There's some awesome plans out there. But guys, both of these come with cons. So know your stuff. So when somebody goes, which one would you present or which one would you sell? My answer is simple. Both. Sell both. Present both. Okay? Let the client decide. You can guide them into what you think is best, but ultimately let them decide. Let them be comfortable with their decision based on your recommendation and based on your education. So I hope this helped, guys. Again, anytime I've seen this, I'm going to cut it. I'm just going to say, nope, that's not right. Quit saying that. That's absolutely not true. So if you see anybody, make sure to send them this video because, guys, I'm on a mission to stop it. So y'all have a wonderful week. Get out there and kill it. Here in Texas, we got a FEMA special election period, so we ought to be writing Medicare at least through April, May, and June. Y'all take care.